Hello everyone, welcome to the first episode of Healthish, where we'll be talking about health-related issues. To look pretty and feel pretty, book a large appointment with Gilage Bay. Contact the details shown on the screen. So my name is Doreen and I'll be your host for today. With me in the studio is Dr. Seiram Lecha. Dr. Seiram is a product of UCC Medical School, Harvard qualified. He's the medical director of Miracle Life Hospital. He's also the director of Stone City Radio. He's currently working as a medical officer at the emergency unit in Ho Teaching Hospital. Welcome, Doc.
Thank you.
Today's topic is going to be a very interesting one. We are talking about blue ball. So, Doc, explain to our viewers in the simplest term, what is blue balls?
Okay, so blue balls is pain or heaviness that we feel in our scrotum when we have a delay in orgasm, or if there's delay in ejaculation due to sexual stimulation. Then we feel some pain in the scrotum. That's what we call blue balls. But the medical term for blue balls is epididymal hypertension.
Epididymal hypertension. I see. Interesting.
Yes.
So what causes this? What causes it? Are there any things you do for blue balls to happen?
Okay, so the only thing that causes what we call blue balls is sexual stimulation.
Okay.
So we all have our sexual preferences. What we see that moves us,
Sure.
So whatever moves you and gets you to be erect or aroused for a long period of time without releasing or having an ejaculation from that arousal can lead to blue balls. So the main key thing that causes it is the sexual stimulation.
So do people often come to the hospital with this condition? And who experiences blue balls? Is it both male and female, or who experiences blue balls?
Okay, so nobody really comes to the hospital with complaint that doctor, I have blue balls.
Okay.
It's not a harmful occurrence. I don't even want to call it a condition because you hardly find literature talking about blue balls because it's not considered as a life-threatening condition.
Okay.
It's just a temporal pain or a heaviness that you feel in the scrotum. So for the people who are affected, you realize that majority are males. Okay. It doesn't mean that females don't get blue balls.
So females actually experience blue balls?
Yes, females experience blue balls, but it's called blue bean or blue vulva.
This is new.
Yes.
Please enlighten us a bit, because this is very new.
It's rare, but it happens in females also. But it happens more in teenagers than adults, because adults have a lot of experience in that field than teenagers. So an example, so somebody who often visits the gym, after a while, when he goes to the gym and he carries a 10 kg dumbbell, he doesn't really feel that much pain because the muscles have gotten used to the strength of what he carries often.
Right.
But me, who doesn't go to the gym, when I go to the gym the first day and I carry that same 10 kg, I'll feel a lot of pain.
True.
So there's something in the male sex organ called the epididymis. It's a coil structure behind the testis. So the testis is that ball, epididymis is that coil structure. The epididymis links the testis to the vas deferens, which is a tube that carries the sperm to the urethra for it to come out.
There's a lot of anatomy for us.
Yes, a lot of anatomy. But then the point is, the vessels that supply the epididymis, they are the ones that, the vessels, they are made of muscle. So when you have an erection, a sexual stimulation, blood goes down there. That's why you're having an erection. It's the blood that is holding it. Becomes
so
hard.
It's blood that makes it that way.
Yes,
okay.
It makes it hard.
Okay.
So that blood, on a normal day, that blood vessel is just like this. But when the blood comes, it opens up. So it means the muscle is stretching.
Okay.
So people who often have sex, their muscles have stretched to the extent that now when they have sex, they don't even get the blue balls again because they've
Right.
exercised it several times. But the teenagers is now the first time
Okay.
they are having
So
that
that's how come it
experience.
happens
More in teenagers than as
very
adults.
well. So from what you are saying, prolonged arousal without any ejaculation can cause blue balls.
Yes.
So are there any health complications whatsoever?
No, there's really no health complication. So when you start having a complication, then it means it's not blue balls. Okay.
There's more
So
to it.
there's more to it. That's when you are feeling scrotal pain without sexual stimulation. Or then there's sexual stimulation, but you are seeing other things. Like maybe when you urinate, you feel pain. Then you have to visit your doctor. That's not blue balls.
Okay.
You are seeing pus, liquid coming out from, that is whitish. It's not looking like urine. Or you are seeing blood coming out. Then that one is not. It's no longer blue balls. That's those symptoms associated with the scrotal pain. It's not blue balls. And then you
That
have to
needs
visit.
medical attention. But for blue balls
Itself is
very
harmless.
well. Are there some things people say about blue balls? Have you heard any misconceptions, any myths whatsoever? I think I hear boys say that when they get blue balls, by all means they have to go in there, otherwise they'll have persistent headache or they can't sleep or something. It's something they say. They want to advise our ladies. Me, I know for sure that it's not true, but coming from a doctor, maybe they might believe. So what are the myths or misconceptions concerning blue balls?
Okay, so the most common one is that they say it's harmful. It's not harmful. It's a temporal pain you feel. After some time, it goes by itself, even when you don't take any pain medications. Now, to what you said, that the only way to overcome the blue balls is to go in there. Well, it's a way to overcome it, but it's not the only way to overcome it. The only way to overcome the arousal is that's one, to go in there. Or you should know your partner's preference, sexual preferences. There are some people that oral sex can make them go there.
Okay.
It can make them release. Okay. There are some people oral sex doesn't get them there until they do penovaginal intercourse, right? So you should know your partner's preference. Then maybe you can help him. But there are other ways to get rid of.
That brings us to our next question. So we want to know the several ways that we can battle with blue balls when it happens. How to alleviate the pain, like what are the things we should do? If it happens, aside going in there, what can I do about it?
So you have to figure out a way to take your mind off it.
Okay.
One of those ways is exercise, right? So now you are exercising your muscles. So the blood has to shift to the muscles because the muscles now is a blood that carries oxygen to our muscles. So when the muscle is working, it needs more oxygen. So blood moves from wherever it was to where it is needed more. So once you take your mind off it, you exercise, you'll be able to overcome it.
This is overcoming it, but how do I prevent it? So it means I shouldn't even have any sexual arousal. That you can't prevent too. So are there preventive measures as well? You can't say I shouldn't have any sexual arousal whatsoever.
Exactly. So there's
no prevention.
There's no sure way to prevent it. But then that's when I was talking about the communication. So if you know what makes me release, you will not even start. If you know you cannot reach the destination, don't even start at once. Because if you know that we are not going to do it, then don't start. You understand? So you need to have that open discussion with your partner on your sexual preferences. Then healthy living, lifestyle modifications, exercising. Exercising in itself improves your sexual life. Those squats and any type of exercise at all.
So
It takes your
squatting can
mind.
help.
It takes your mind off.
Sure.
Always thinking about having sex. Sex. You understand? Yeah. So
How does one differentiate? You mentioned this earlier, but how does one differentiate blue balls from actual reproductive health conditions regarding anything that has to do with reproductive health? How do you differentiate?
okay. So like
You mentioned some earlier, but I want
yes.
you to come clear on.
So with blue balls, you are having the scrotal pain because of sexual stimulation, and it's temporal. It goes after a while. But if it's not blue balls, then even after a while, it may not go. And you may even feel that pain even without a sexual stimulation, without being aroused. You may also feel pain while you are urinating, or you may feel, you may see blood in the urine. Okay, so you are feeling pain while you are urinating. There's blood in your urine, or you are discharging pus like discharge, very whitish or yellowish discharge from your penis. Yes, those are some of the things that when you see, you need to visit and see your doctor.
Any last words about blue balls? Anything you might want to chip in that I haven't asked? Anything at all?
Okay, so there's one more myth.
Okay, let's go there.
So the name blue balls doesn't mean that when you have blue balls, your balls have to turn blue.
Right.
So whenever you see blue anywhere on your body, it means it may mean that blood is not getting there. So once your balls are actually turning blue, then it means that the blood supply is being affected. Okay, so it may be any other condition apart from epididymal hypertension. So the myth that when you have blue balls, your balls have to turn blue is not.
It's not true.
It's not true. Yeah. What I would advise is that we should have an open discussion with our partners. We should exercise, lifestyle modification. We should exercise to keep our minds off that, always thinking about sexual stuff. Yes, and we'll be fine.
Thank you so much, Doctor. That was very insightful. The name again, the medical term again is?
Epididymal hypertension.
Epididymal hypertension. So that's for blue balls. Thank you, Doc. It was a very insightful session we had with you. I'm sure our viewers learned something. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. See you again in our next episode.